So I just want to show you how my English is, so kind of like encourage you, just don't be afraid. The language is the tool to communicate, so as long as the person you talk to understand you. When I started to work in the secondhand store I work at, right? So at first I was very stressed because everything I needed to speak English. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Mike. As you see, today's topic we are going to talk about how good is your English so that you can go overseas to do working holiday. As everyone knows, I was doing working holiday the past 2 years in Australia. So I just want to show you because some of my followers, they ask me like if their English is not that good, like can they go to like any countries to do working holiday. So I just want to show you how my English is, so kind of like encourage you, just don't be afraid because for example Australia, there's a lot of people speak Mandarin. So you know, some of my friends, like the backpackers I met in Australia, even they don't speak English, but they still can survive in Australia. And then when you walk on the street, you can see the English and Mandarin, the signs on the street. And I was a salesperson in Melbourne. I worked at the secondhand luxury store. So because I think most people, when we mention about working holiday in Australia, they will think of like we work in the farm or factory, which most people do this, but I'm not. But today I just want to show you, if you want to go overseas and then if you want to work in retail or hospitality, you will use your English often, then today this video will help you a lot. I would say most Taiwanese, they are good at tests like reading or writing, but they are not good at listening and speaking. So this was also one of the reasons I went to Australia, because I want to improve my English. And I have to say, this video, if I say something wrong or like my pronunciation is not right, please just forgive me, because today I just want to show you, even your English is not perfect, but if you speak out and practice, just don't afraid to making any mistakes. So I think if you want to go to they say Australia to do working holiday and you are hesitating if your English is good enough, I will say just go for it, because I think Australia is kind of like the entry level. So even you don't speak English, maybe just very little, and you still can survive there, because some of my friends, they work in the farm or factory, so they're kind of like more backpackers. So some are from China or Taiwan, so they speak Mandarin, so they still can survive. And this video is for the people who want to work in the city, like hospitality or retail, and you will use English often. Because I think some people, if they go overseas, they want to improve their English. So for example, I worked in retail. We were selling secondhand luxury, right? So I think you can imagine like which industry you will work in. Let's say like bubble shop. So you just need a very simple conversations with customer, like greeting, like, hey, how are you, how's your day, like this, and then help them to order. And then you, of course, you have to like be very familiar to your menu, because when people order, you cannot just like, oh, I don't know what you are ordering. And let's say, okay, if you work in the restaurant, of course you have to like ask the customers, like, how many people do you have, like, do you wanna having here or take away, and then just help them maybe properly. Most hospitality, it's not that hard, because I think the conversations are quite common and easy. So if you practice more and then speak out, yeah, just don't afraid to make any mistakes. Of course, sometimes if your like grammar or the word is really wrong, then probably you should like revise your word. Yeah, and for me, when I started to work in the secondhand store I work at, right? So at first, I was very stressed because everything I needed to speak English, especially, some of the professional vocabularies, like the handbags, maybe the material, the color, and like the name of the bag or something. Yeah, so I almost quit, but I threw back. I think it was a good experience because when you step out your comfort zone, then you will learn more. Even it's very difficult, because I will say the language is the hardest thing to learn, because you cannot improve in the short time, because you need time, like learn step by step. But luckily, some of my colleagues in the store spoke Mandarin, so they helped me a lot. So till now, do you think my English is good? I don't think so, because sometimes my mind will stop because I'm still like translating like what to say, right? But even I will say the language is the tool to communicate. So as long as the person you talk to understand you. But I mean, if you want to like get into the next level, every time you just like when you talk to people, you will just like kind of like stuck in the very shallow conversation. But if you want to get to know more about the person, you have to know more like vocabularies, or you cannot be like, your grammar cannot be too wrong. And I will say in the past 2 years, did my English improve a lot? I will say yes, it improved a little bit, but not a lot, because I think learning English, the most important thing is you have to learn. I think if you live in overseas, maybe you can just for example, when you go to supermarket and you don't know like the vegetable you're buying, I mean the names, then they say, oh, I didn't know 节瓜. Everyone knows the 小黄瓜 is cucumber, right? But 节瓜, the English name is zucchini. So when you don't know this thing, maybe you can just like learn and I don't know, and you can just check like what's the English name. Maybe you will forget this time, but next time if you want to buy 节瓜 again, and you probably will remember. So I think you can learn from your daily life, or maybe you don't know something, you can just ask your friend, or even sometimes my customer, like they are talking about something I don't know, and I was asked like what this word means. So I think they're quite friendly. The most people I met in Australia, they're quite friendly, so they will just like be patient to kind of explain to you. Nowadays, a lot of people use like the AI or apps to learn English, which I think is very useful and very convenient, because you can learn English everywhere. And maybe another way, you can watch the like show or drama and like turn on the English subtitle so you can learn. And then what else? Yeah, I think if you have the environment, you could just like speak out. Like you have to be like brave to speak out. But a lot of people say, sometimes I'm brave enough to speak out. My English is good enough. No, because if you're brave enough to speak out, it doesn't mean your English is good. It's just like, people saying, this one, they don't afraid of like making mistake. But if you want to get like to the next level, let's say, because I think my English now is, I can speak the basic conversation to people. So I think most of people wants to learn English. Maybe they want just like use English while traveling overseas, right? So you can just learn like very simple one when you, let's say, when you renting a car, like what conversation you will meet, right? And then when you check in a hotel, or when you are in the restaurant, how you order, like, hi, can I get the menu? How many people do we have? And then like check out something. So I think it's not that hard. And then you can just like learn some certain sentence or situation you will meet. And then there's one thing when I learn English, I talk to myself. Like, let's say today, maybe my mind is like thinking about what I meet today, and I will use English, and then I will speak out to myself. They say, today the classmate is very nice, and then I sell a bag to her, and then she really like it, blah blah blah. So I think when you talk to yourself, and you don't have to like afraid of making mistake. Of course, you will make mistake, so sometimes you need AI to like correct your maybe vocabularies or grammar. Okay, it's today's video. I hope this video encourages you if you are still hesitating, your English is not good enough, because yeah, my English is just okay. I wasn't afraid of this one to step down my first step because of English problem. Although I still making mistake but I'm still learning because I think the language is a tool. So yeah, hope everyone can understand me, and this is the challenge for me to, like do a video in English. Okay, I hope you guys like my video and see you next time. Bye!